Yeah, seriously. But, weather looks fantastic for traveling purposes as well. So weather actually will be a little bit cooler than what we'll likely be experiencing here in town. So nice to see that the weather is going to be not much of a factor for the fans out there, or, of course, the players. Tailgating temperatures, if you're heading out towards South Bend tomorrow evening, likely peaking into the mid-70s for us. So if you're making it an all-day thing, then likely you're going to be dealing with some cool weather into the morning as well. But for tailgating purposes, into the late afternoon, evening hours, you'll be hanging out into the mid-70s. Kickoff temperatures starting to fall quickly into the early part of the night, and then likely leaving things from the stadium into the low 60s out there, and pretty pleasant weather for us here in town. So this is the last day of summer for us, and of course, summer weather still hanging on. We're going to have highs back into the low 80s today, but we do have a very pleasant weekend forecast ahead, and little to no rain involved, which is going to make you wonder, well, how are things going to get cooler? We do have some clouds that'll be filtering in and out of the weekend, and some breezy winds developing into your Saturday, but very pleasant compared to some of the warmer afternoons that we've had. And speaking of just the comparison temperature-wise right now, 62 degrees here in Columbus. How about 52 in Marysville? So we are still dealing with some patchy clouds in spots, but other than that, things are pretty calm. We have this tropical disturbance down along the Carolina coastline. That's going to be pushing up due north, and we also have a disturbance to the west, but we're just going to be right in the middle. High pressure kind of to help keep us nice and dry, but just not enough to keep things mostly sunny for us, although I don't think we'll hear many complaints with how the weather is going to be for us this weekend, especially this morning. Heading out, you'll need that light jacket. Temperatures are going to be climbing into the mid to upper 60s by around 9-10 o'clock. We'll be back into the upper 70s by around lunchtime. Light breeze out of the east for us, so the wind's going to be maybe a little bit of a factor as we head into your weekend, but enough of a breeze to keep any fog from really forming as we head into your Saturday. But very pleasant for us heading into this evening. Temperatures low 80s. Might want to just have the light jacket for some of those football games handy later tonight, as you'll be leaving a lot of those stadiums. Temperatures will be falling into the lower 60s, and then looking at what will be a cooler start to the day for your weekend on Saturday, but very pleasant for week 6 of all those ball games out there this evening. Your first and 10 forecast temperatures in the mid-70s to start, and then, as I mentioned, falling down into the low 60s. So maybe the light jacket might be worth just hanging on to that as you head into tonight. And then tomorrow, cooler weather for us. Temperatures not into the 80s. How about the mid-70s for us? And that'll be the case on Sunday as well, and even rolling into next week, and then cooling down a bit as we head into next Wednesday, which happens to be the next best chance where we'll see potentially some rain into the forecast, and then things will be drying out for us as we head into the rest of the work week.